Have you ever been in a situation where someone you care about is struggling and you just want to help, but you have no idea what to do? You feel that pull in your heart, but you're stuck, unsure if you'll say the wrong thing, do too little, or even make things worse. That feeling, it's frustrating, confusing, and even a little overwhelming. And that's okay, because today we're breaking it down. What's that feeling? Why do you struggle with it? And most importantly, what can you do about it? Stay with me. This episode might change the way you show up for others. Welcome to And That's Okay, the podcast where we explore the ups and downs of life and remind ourselves that whatever we're feeling, it's for a reason, and that's okay. I'm Lisa Renee Scott, your host and a passionate believer that every feeling matters and every step forward counts. Each week, we'll dive into real-life challenges, share relatable experiences, and offer actionable steps to help you navigate through it all. Before we jump in, I want to remind you that I'm not a licensed doctor or therapist. I'm here to share experiences and insights that have worked for me and others like me. Let's talk about that feeling when you care about someone, whether it's a friend, a family member, or even a stranger. You naturally want to step in and help, but when you don't know how, it can make you feel helpless, unsure, or even guilty. This helplessness isn't a lack of care. It's about not having clarity. Sometimes we freeze because we don't want to overstep. Other times we assume someone else will step in. And then there's the doubt. What if I say the wrong thing? What if they don't want my help? What if I make it worse? If you've ever felt this way, you're not alone. But here's the good news. There are ways to navigate this. And today we're going to explore real-life examples of these moments, break down what stops us from taking action, and then, most importantly, give you some solid, actionable steps to offer help in a way that is meaningful and well received. Maybe you have a friend going through a hard time. You know they're struggling. Maybe a breakup, a job loss, personal challenge. You want to help, but they seem distant, and you don't know what to say. Or maybe you have a coworker that's facing burnout. They're overwhelmed, but you're unsure if offering help would be seen as supportive or intrusive. Or many times we see strangers in distress. You see them visibly upset in public. Do you approach? Or do you ignore it? What's the right move here? Each of these situations are different, but the feeling remains the same. I want to help, but I don't know how. And often what stops us isn't that we don't care, it's fear, uncertainty, or lack of tools. So let's talk about those tools. But first, let's acknowledge the emotions behind this experience. The primary feeling we are highlighting today is helplessness. That deep frustration and uncertainty that comes when you want to help someone but just don't know how. It's a mix of compassion, where you care deeply and want to support them. It's also uncertainty, where you're not sure what the right thing to do is. And fear, worrying you might say or do the wrong thing. And guilt, feeling like you should be doing more, but don't know how. This episode isn't about recognizing that feeling. It's about moving past it. Because even when you're feeling helpless, there are ways to help. I have 5 action steps for us to go through. 1. Acknowledge their struggle without forcing a response. Instead of saying, "Let me know if you need anything," try, "I see you're going through something and I just want you to know that I'm here for you." This removes the burden of asking for help while letting them know they're not alone. Sometimes people don't have the energy to figure out what they need or how to ask for it. Oftentimes, they don't even know themselves. A simple acknowledgement can make them feel seen. 2. Offer a specific form of support. Rather than leaving it open-ended, be clear and direct. I'm bringing dinner over on Wednesday. Would you prefer tacos or pasta? If you're unsure what to offer, start with a small gesture like a coffee drop-off or running an errand for them. Decision fatigue is real when someone is struggling. When you make the decision for them, it removes pressure and makes it easier for them to accept help. 3. Validate their feelings without trying to fix them. Say, that sounds really hard, and I can understand why you feel that way. Avoid phrases like, you'll get through this, or at least it's not worse. Even if meant in good intentions, these can feel dismissive. People need to feel heard before they can move forward. Validating their emotions creates a safe space for them to process. 4. Support indirectly if they're not ready for help. If someone isn't ready to talk, show your support in quiet ways. Send a text. Thinking of you today. Leave a small care package on their porch. Share a memory or uplifting song that reminds you of them. Some people withdraw when struggling, and that's okay. Small, non-intrusive actions will remind them that they're not alone. 5. Respect their boundaries while staying present. If they don't want to talk, don't push. Instead, saying, I respect that you need space, but I'll check in next week. Follow through, because consistency shows you care, even when they don't respond. Sometimes people just need time. Knowing they can come back to you when they're ready builds trust. Here's a bonus for you. Before offering help, ask yourself these 3 questions. Am I helping to truly support them or to ease my own discomfort? Am I making this about me or keeping it focused on them? Can I handle it if they don't respond the way I hope? This keeps the intention pure and ensures you're giving support in a way that truly benefits them. If you've ever felt helpless when trying to help, that's okay. What matters is that you care enough to try. You don't have to have the perfect words or the perfect solution. Just show up, even in small ways. It will make an impact. And also, you're not responsible for fixing someone else's problems. You're responsible for showing kindness, being available, and offering support in a way that feels right for both of you. Let's quickly recap those action steps. 1. Say something simple yet meaningful. 2. Offer a specific form of help. 3. Validate their feelings without fixing them. 4. Provide assistance indirectly when direct help isn't accepted. And 5. Know when to step back and respect boundaries. The world needs more people willing to step in, even when they're unsure. Every small act of kindness matters. The next time you see someone struggling and feel that pull in your heart, lean into it. Do something. Say something. Offer something. Because even if you don't know exactly how to help, your willingness to try already makes a difference. You don't have to have all the answers. You just have to care enough to show up. And that's okay. Thank you for tuning in to this episode of And That's Okay. I hope you found our discussion insightful and that you're leaving with some practical steps to apply in your own life. Remember, no matter what you're feeling or going through, you have feelings, and that's okay. If you enjoyed today's episode, please subscribe, leave a review, and share it with someone who might benefit from today's topic. Until next week, take care and keep moving forward, one feeling, one step at a time.